Hello and welcome to the GetResponse list building program. Get your first 10,000 subscribers. My name is Abby Hartz, your list building coach. We are really glad to have you, and let's just go ahead and jump in. I want to congratulate you on doing something extremely smart. You are going to be building the most valuable asset an internet company can have, and we're going to be talking about why that is so important. And here's what you can expect from the next 90 days. Number one, we're going to get a ton done. I'm a big productivity guru. I like building on prior work, and in addition to building an email list, you're also going to be building your business platform. That is something we want to emphasize a lot to you. This is about more than email marketing. This is about your entire business growth. Number two, so as it says, this is a speed course in list building and internet marketing. You're going to be learning a lot. Number three, to do this course, what you're going to need is a website, a blog, a Facebook page, and then your choice of 2 or 3 other social media accounts. I'm going to be giving you a lot of guidance on which social media accounts to pick. I do want to say one thing about a blog. Some of you may have blogs on sites like blogger.com or wordpress.org. I recommend that you have a WordPress blog that is hosted on your website. And that does not mean that you can't do this program if, you're on a Blogger blog. You absolutely can. But it is better, actually. And, of course, you're going to need your own website. And it would be better if you had a paid-for hosting so that you don't have ads running across the screen for other companies. Number 4, you are going to be building your list in 2 hours each day. It's going to be a focused effort. You're going to have little tutorials at the beginning of each section. And actually, you'll see 2 tutorials. So you'll have like a 10-minute tutorial, and then you'll work for 50 minutes. Then you'll have another little tutorial, and then you'll work for another 50 minutes. Not all of the tutorials are 10 minutes long, particularly after the first month or 2. They do get shorter because you'll know what to do, and so I won't need to go into as much detail. You'll be a pro by then, and then it's just a matter of doing what you've already done already. Number 5, the program has been designed to build on your work as you go. It is part of why it's so efficient time-wise. You'll do best if you follow the tasks in order. Number 6, despite all of this work that you're going to do, you do get 1 day off each week to rest or catch up. Number 7, and you do get 1 day each week to create your email newsletter as well. And that is, a very important part of list building that sometimes gets neglected, actually. Number 8, like I've mentioned, there will be blogging. I very much encourage you to blog at least once a week. For those super achievers of you out there, twice a week is awesome. For those of you who are kind of blogging challenged, and trust me, I am blogging challenged, if you can get a post written at least every 2 weeks, you will be fine. But again, ideally, you'll be getting 1 post done once a week. So a big question that we actually had from people is, how technical is this going to be? And it's not that technical at all, actually. It's not scary. You can all do this. And here's proof. If you can manage your GetResponse account, if you can post on your blog, and if you can, manage basic tasks like installing a plugin, and not any type of elaborate plugin, just a basic plugin, you're going to be fine. If you're still concerned about the technical aspects, we are going to be making some tech basics tutorials to walk you through the harder tasks. And you can skip some of the things if they're especially scary, but we have built some flexibility into the program for that. So by the time that you're done, on day 91 from today, you will have built an eager crowd of at least 1,000 subscribers. I expect a few of you to have 5,000 or more. And actually, I'm expecting a handful of you to possibly have as many 10,000 new subscribers. In addition to having an amazing email list, not just a lot of people, but people who are really your true audience, you're going to really have a small degree, we could say, in internet marketing and know what is working now and what works for your business and what works for you. There are a lot of different ways to get traffic. Subscribers and other things, but by the time that we're done, you're going to know what you like to do, what techniques are good for you and your business, and what you can do. Sometimes writing a book is effective, but not everyone really has the bandwidth in their brain to be able to write a whole book. And the real thing is that you will be able to have an audience that is eager to hear from you, and you will be their recognized expert. This is one of the best examples of how, we're going to be going here and how this program goes beyond email marketing itself. You are going to be an expert, and that carries, a lot of really wonderful consequences. If you're a consultant, having an audience and being an expert means that you won't have to search to find work. Work will come to you, which is obviously really nice. It means also you won't have to educate your clients as much, which should save you a lot of time. It also means you will get dramatically higher quality of clients, so you'll get people who are willing to pay what you need to charge to earn a living. If you're an affiliate marketer, as you probably already know, having a list is kind of like a license to print your own money. And we're going to be talking a lot, again, about quality versus quantity. We're also going to be talking about how affiliate marketers should give, and then take. So it is about 4 gives for every take. But yes, it is possible to get one email and have a bunch of money coming in. If you're in the e-commerce business, email is definitely survival. It means not only you can attract new customers in a good way, and that you have also an affordable and effective way to communicate and sell to them, but it also is your best channel to build lifetime value. And I'm sure you already know, again, but just to articulate it, you know that if you have a lifetime value for each customer of, let's say, $50, that's good. But if you can increase that lifetime value for the customer to like $200, $500, or even $1,000, it does radical things for your profitability. It means that you can advertise more. It means you can treat those customers better. To say it revolutionizes your business is actually not an exaggeration. It's the secret sauce, basically, for how to survive against the likes of Amazon, for example. So having a good email list means a steady, profitable business. If you've been around for any amount of time, or even if you're a brand new newbie, I should say, I'm sure you've heard about Google going through at night and changing the search algorithms and all but like wiping out people's businesses. If you have an email list, you are kind of more insulated from that kind of thing. And in the example of social media, we all forget that we don't actually own our Facebook pages. Facebook does. It is possible to get banned, and having an email list, again, is insulation against that. Nobody can take away your email list. And if you've lost everything else, but the only asset you had in your business was an email marketing list, you could actually rebuild and start rebuilding it within a week. That's how cool an email list is. And I bet you've heard the money is in the list. That was true 40 years ago, and it is true now. I don't know if we're going to have email lists 40 years from now, but having an audience and having a dedicated way to communicate with them that no one can take away from you, I would probably make a $1,000 bet that it is still going to be valuable 40 years from now, no matter what happens. So let's get specific. What exactly are we going to do? We are going to do a social media presence. Now don't get too worried. I'm very results oriented when it comes to social media, but it really does help, and it's a great way to expose your business and your message. We are going to be doing some videos. Again, do not be frightened. For those of you who are camera shy, I'm right there with you in terms of being camera shy. Also, if you're worried about expensive equipment and a lot of technical stuff, videos really can be really low tech and extremely effective. We're going to be doing a bit of guest blogging. This still works. There are ways to make it work better, and we're going to cover that. We're going to do a webinar, and actually you're going to partner with someone, because it really is where webinars become amazing for list building, and we will be doing interviews. I recognize that not all of you want to write a blog post every week, or some of you, you may not just be inherently writers, and I wanted to give you a way to get your message out that didn't involve typing, and so interviews are a fantastic way to do that. And of course, clearly videos are a great way to do that too. And just to go back to how we said that you're going to be blogging once a week, you can also video blog. That will work just fine. If you're not a writer, have no fear. We have designed this to accommodate you and everyone. Moving along, we're also going to do a Facebook contest. We've got to try it out, because for some people with something like that, they can get sometimes up to 5,000 subscribers overnight with a good Facebook contest. So we're going to run that through, run it up the flagpole, to use a military term, and see how it goes for you. And then, of course, all along the way, we're going to be creating content that your audience craves. This is really a way to describe all of the items that are listed, previously on this list. And, of course, a lot more. So let's get started. I will see you in the very second tutorial coming up next. Are you ready to enjoy the full GetResponse list building program and grow your list by up to 10,000 subscribers in 90 days? If so, just visit our website or log into your existing GetResponse account or start a 30-day free trial. Hello and welcome to the GetResponse list building program. Get your first 10,000 subscribers. My name is Abby Hartz, your list building coach, and I'd like to welcome you to the second tutorial. Here we're going to be coming up with amazing ideas to create an irresistible lead magnet. And so to get started, let's talk about what a lead magnet is. You may know it as a sign-up incentive or an opt-in incentive. If you're an e-commerce store, you may already be offering one, like giving people a 10% off discount on their first order when they sign up for your email list. It's basically anything that you offer someone that is designed to get them to sign up for your email list. So maybe you give them a free report in exchange for them giving their email address to you. And here are some examples of lead magnets. This is a 99-day countdown guide. This is a free ebook. This is actually a course, which is a very interesting way to get people signed up to your email list. You can have them sign up for a course instead of actually opting into a newsletter or saying, sign up for my email list. You can just, get them to give over their email address and I'll send you this free e-course. So why are we doing this so early in the program? As you know, you just signed up for this huge list building program where you're going to get 1,000 subscribers, and there is much to do. There is so much to talk about. Why in the world would we be starting with a lead magnet? Well, it's because I want you to get results, and I want you to get results fast. Adding a lead magnet and taking a couple of hours to write a good one is going to deliver more results than you could believe. They are extremely worth doing. I happened to stumble across a really great example of how even a so-so lead magnet on a so-so website, not really optimized, not tested, just in the last week got me 61% increase in opt-ins. Here are the results from that. This is from my GetResponse account. And this is a little test site that you're going to be seeing a lot of. This was my opt-in rate when I was doing nothing. And I just had a little opt-in form there without a lead magnet. And I put up a really simple lead magnet that literally took me as long as you guys are scheduled to do your lead magnet. And I've increased my opt-in rate right out of the gate by 61%. So let's step back a bit and talk about list building overall, and specifically about your opt-in form, because your opt-in form is really the most critical part of your list building initiatives. I want you to think about your opt-in form like a bucket. You're pouring traffic, water, into that bucket. If you've got a good bucket, we'll be able to hold on to that traffic because we can get people to sign up for your email list. Once we've got their name and we're good to give them the course, we can continue to send them email messages. We can get that traffic back and we can hold on to those visitors. If we've got a leaky bucket, or for example, an opt-in form that's not converting well, we're going to be losing a lot of water, for the metaphor, a lot of traffic, a lot of subscribers, a lot of sales, a lot of customers, a lot of money. And so to step away from the water metaphor, we're pouring in your time in this opt-in form. We're pouring in your money, your focus, your enthusiasm, basically your life. And I want you to get the absolute best results that you can from all of this right out of the gate. So think of all of the work that you do when you get people to come to your website and all of the work that we're going to be doing to get people to sign into your opt-in form and your email list. Adding a good lead magnet will get you 30, 60, and quite possibly double the results from all of that work. That is what a good opt-in form can do. That is why the opt-in form is so critical. It's absolutely the crux of the issue for building your email list. And a good email magnet is a critical element of a good opt-in form. Now, hopefully I've sold you on the fact that it is worth spending a couple of hours to create a good lead magnet. And don't worry, we're going to move through this pretty quickly, and you're going to have a good lead magnet much sooner than when you would think. So, what makes for a good lead magnet? We want it to get the attention of your visitors. We want it to really address their biggest fears, problems, and challenges. We want it to be useful. And above all, we want it to tell them what they really want to know. So how do we do that? The first thing is put yourself in their shoes. I'm sure that because you're in the niche that you're in, that you've got some kind of connection to your audience or your current customers. If you're a consultant, you've probably been in business a little bit already, and you know what questions are coming from your clients. If you're in e-commerce, you know what kind of questions customer service usually gets. Put yourself in their shoes and come up with a list of things that you know people want to know on a regular basis. Then I want you to scratch everything off the list that is easy to find out. A really good example of that is in the weight loss area. We don't want to write a lead magnet in the weight loss area because that basically only says top 10 ways to lose weight. That's done thousands of times before, and they can get that information anywhere. Real success with a lead magnet comes when you can give people the information that they can't find anywhere else. You want to be unique. You want to offer them something that you know is irresistible and giving them information that is not run-of-the-mill. That's very important. The second trick for getting ideas for an amazing lead magnet is go to forums and blogs in your niche. Look for the conversation threads that are most popular. Look for the blog posts that are most popular and the ones that get the most comments. Look at those comments. Start making notes. If you want to, you can just copy and paste different questions into a Word document. That's great. Third trick, very similar, go to social media. Find out which sites, like which Facebook pages are really important. And if you're a B2B consultant, you want to be in the LinkedIn groups. Just as a specific example, here I've got a little Forex Facebook page. This one post about how to make profit, go to love and likes, and this post about the structure of the Forex kind of ecosystem only got 5 likes. So this really is a clue to me. If I was wanting to write a lead magnet, the people are most interested in how to make profits than they are about the overall kind of structure and history of how Forex works. The next thing is YouTube, which is a goldmine. Clearly, you are going to go to the videos that have the most views, but also go in and read the comments. Here are some comments on a video that our most excellent friend, Matt Cutts, made. There are 122 of them, and so that's a lot of content for you to find out what people resonate with in the videos. Pay attention to what questions people ask as well. Fourth trick, Amazon reviews. These are also a gold mine. They can tell you an enormous amount, especially from the headset where people, are buying the things. But for books, you can also find out, if you know people are buying information, they're not just buying the paper and ink. They want the information. And so notice the negative reviews. These are new in the last week. Before there used to be a list of the most common questions, and then after it would say 8 reviewers made a similar statement. I liked those better because I could quantify which statements were being made the most and, what we can make do with these reviews. And again, like I said, pay attention to the negative reviews. It is important to know what people don't like just as much as it is what they do like. It gives you an idea of what their intent is. And once you know what your audience, their real intention is, you can talk to them in ways that your competition probably hasn't figured out how to do. For instance, like Forex traders, they want to do Forex trading. But really the underlying interest is they want to get rich fast with minimal investment and work. Still on Amazon, don't miss out on the comments because every review, there is a way to post comments. There's a great technique for writing lead magnets that is really conscientious, really controversial. This is one of the ways to find out where the hot buttons are in your market. If someone posts something that is really negative and has a very strong position on something, they might get a lot of comments of people who are either supporting or defending it. That for you, as someone who's gathering ideas about what would make a great lead magnet, that is gold. Fifth trick, survey your audience. You've got the GetResponse account, so that's all you need to do to make some surveys, and surveys are really excellent. I have 2 suggestions for what to ask. That would be, what is the biggest frustration with your niche? And second would be, what do you want to know that you haven't been able to find information about? This goes back to what we talked about earlier, of offering them information that they can't get anywhere else. It is really valuable, and it will set you apart, and it will get you a lot of signups because there's a lot of competition in a lot of niches. The internet net is not small anymore, and we really need to be able to stand out. So now it is your turn. You can take 5 or 10 minutes, take plenty of notes. We are brainstorming right now. So I want you to just list at least 3 different ideas. You should start to see a trend of, like anywhere, almost as many 12 ideas will pop up. But however many it is doesn't really matter. Just grab what's interesting and clearly what people are responding to. Then take a break. I want you to go ponder what you've learned. You've actually done an enormous amount of market research in your little 50 minutes. And so take a break and let things kind of percolate. And then ideas spring to mind, write them down. In this phase of things, we're just collecting ideas. In the next section, we're going to pick up one idea and we're going to begin the draft of your lead magnet. And you will have a lead magnet faster than you would ever think. It's going to be great. See you in the next session. Are you ready to enjoy the full GetResponse list building program and grow your list by up to 10,000 subscribers in 90 days? If so, just visit our website or log into your existing GetResponse account or start a 30-day free trial. Hello and welcome to the GetResponse list building program. Get your first 10,000 subscribers. My name is Abby Hartz, your list building coach. In this tutorial, we're going to talk about how to write your lead magnet. In the prior tutorial, you did a bunch of market research that should have exposed you to all sorts of things that your audience is concerned about. We went to YouTube, we went to blogs, we went to Amazon, we went to forums, and so you should at least have 3 or possibly more than a dozen different ideas of topics that people are really concerned about and issues that they want to know more about. And so what we want to do is condense what you've learned into a solution into any one of those, anxieties or issues that they have. And it's really important that this checklist that you write or this report that you write be fairly short. This is an extremely common way that people get bogged down in their list building, is that they spend a month or I even spent about 6 months working on a huge research report. You spend months like that writing your lead magnet, and the reality is that people don't want to read a lot, and they don't, want a book. They don't want to have to work too hard. They're really looking for you to distill the information that is available and give them their answers fast. And so, if you even took the time to run an A/B split test, and some people have, testing the 3-month-long report project versus a checklist that took them 3 hours to write, it is not uncommon for the checklist to actually outpoll the huge report. The checklist reports better. And so I want to spare you a month from writing a huge lead magnet. And we're going to do this in just 2 or 3 hours. Basically, what we want to do is just solve their problem. And we do want to do that in a concise way. If you solve their problem, they will trust you, and they'll come back to your content. They'll love you, and eventually if you keep solving their problems, they'll even be willing to buy from you. So what makes a good lead magnet? We've talked about how it is short, but let's quantify that. So, I'm looking for